What's up, Crypto Junkies, and welcome to today's news segment. This is a quick 10-minute or less news segment on everything going on in the cryptocurrency world. Crazy world that we are all operating in, of course, and today the primary focus in this video is going to be on Bitfinex. Now, there's a few things that have been circulating around Bitfinex, and I wanted to get to the heart of the matter and discuss it with you today. Now, Bitfinex has been in operation since 2013. Most people don't know that, but since 2015, they have been involved with fiat operations, which is a long time. I mean, back then, I can only imagine the struggles and the problems that they would probably consistently have with banks playing games. I mean, still to this very minute, we have banks in the United States that will seize your assets if you're trying to come back out from crypto to fiat into your bank account. They'll play games and hold on to it for 4 to 8 weeks, doing investigations, make you fill out additional paperwork, make sure that you fill out tax forms, make sure that you're doing your reporting. They will make sure that you get the least amount of that as possible, all in the name of what? Anti-terrorism, okay? So that is kind of ending because even though they can get away with asking a gazillion questions, even ex-FBI and current FBI agents have come out and said that crypto isn't being used for terrorism. In fact, it's being used just the opposite, okay? Bitfinex gets a bad rap quite often, actually. And I know that it's memes and it's funny, but at the end of the day, they are a really bootstrapped operation with just a handful of staff, and they run a solid operation, you know, that's consistent. The platform is consistent. They don't deal with the amount of issues that you see on BitMEX. BitMEX has gotten worse and worse, and it's in their best interest to keep things as they are right now on BitMEX, which I'll do a complete video breaking that down very, very soon, and some of the dramas going around that. But let's get back on track with Bitfinex. So there's 3 things that they cover here, I believe. Yeah, 3 things. And first off is that it's insolvent. There's a rumor going around right now, and it really isn't a new rumor, but it's essentially saying that Bitfinex is in trouble. Here's just a snapshot at their BTC wallet. Yes, that is 148,000 Bitcoin. This is a whale wallet that you should probably keep tabs on and keep an eye on as well. And I will say that, granted, they have moved out quite a bit in just the month of October. They've done it in smaller groupings, so that makes it look more dramatic than what it usually looks like. So I'll give you an example here. Here's a September rollout or deduction of 30,000 Bitcoin. Here's 3,005, 510. So, you know, September, you could also figure out the average too. So September, they pulled out quite a bit as well. So what is that? We got 15, 20, 25, 25, 55, 58, 58,000 Bitcoin moved out in the month of September. And then they've got a sizable amount this month. Yeah, you can keep an eye on that to see, but this is one of their cold wallets. They provide that wallet, an Ethereum wallet, and an EOS wallet as well. All right, so that should, I guess, put that to bed for the most part, that they're in trouble. And that comes from this whole story that surfaced that I read into, and I honestly don't know where this information came from. It came from an apparent source that nobody could really name or mention, but this whole Noble Bank situation, this Noble Bank, which now, well, it doesn't actually say that they are not directly related. Interesting wording here. Noble Bank have no impact on our operations, survivability, or solvency. It does not say we have nothing to do with Noble Bank. This is all bullshit. Like I said, we don't know who they are. It doesn't say that at all, actually. So it doesn't mean that they are not involved in this Noble Bank at all. But what they're saying is that this Noble Bank, whatever this entity is, has no impact on their operations. And the last thing I want to talk about is fiat, moving out fiat, which this comes on the shirt tails of this article here, which is just that HSBC is, they're a partner essentially for Bitfinex for fiat in and out. And so it's interesting. I don't know if it'll last. HSBC has been in some hot water in the past. You know, they've had their own kind of scandals go down over the last, I'd say, 10 years, which has had a negative impact on HSBC. But HSBC was always a really solid bank for international banking. So I remember one of the very first things that I did when I started making money was I ran and got an HSBC set up out of Japan, or excuse me, out of Hong Kong. It was extremely easy to set up. So HSBC has always been a solid banking syndicate. I mean, obviously they've got their hands dirty with a lot of different things, but needless to say that it's a solid backing move. It's a solid move for Bitfinex, 100%. And all they're saying in their second point here is that there are not delays that are created by Bitfinex. There might be delays by HSBC, which I'm already starting to see that in my Twitter feed, is that there have been reports of money getting held up for upwards of 4 weeks before it actually got released on withdrawal. So I don't know how it is for deposits I would assume it's pretty similar. Got to fill out a bunch of additional paperwork depending on what country and what denomination or currency you're looking to deposit or withdraw. I would assume that those are variables, right? So it has nothing to do with Bitfinex is what they're saying here. And that's it. So essentially those are the talking points that they cover, and those are associated with really, really big stories that have been breaking over the last 7 days and have continued to be talked about for the last, I'd say, 4 or 5 months, which is the insolvency issues. But this is a good step forward. I don't know if the HSBC thing will last, but at least they're trying. Well, the bank is trying, and the exchange is trying to make it work as well, because there are people who do need and want to still move out of the crypto markets into fiat. And the last thing I want to mention in this video is just like the overwhelming tightening up that we're starting to see in crypto. So we have recently Lithuanian regulators, they will investigate you for transactions over 80,000 euro for going crypto to fiat. That's another piece in a long line of scrutiny that occurs. Yes, you can use a VPN. Shout out to NordVPN. They're a sponsor of this channel. 77% off if you use the promo code CryptoJunkie. That'll be on the screen right now. That's 77% off. I know it's ridiculously cheap. For like 3 years, you pay, I think, $100. That will help you stay anonymous with your surfing, which I think is a must nowadays, and will allow you to even do advanced settings and advanced things with your VPN. So it's not just putting one layer of IP in between you and the probe. You can do more than that with it, okay? So it is a basic and more advanced tool. So I'd suggest to check that out, at the very least, to add some anonymity and some layers between you and the powers that be that are logging every single action. This is, becoming more and more concerning for all of us, I believe, but the amount of actions that are logged through social media and through Google, their political agendas coming out recently, as much as you don't like to talk about politics and crypto, it's becoming more and more apparent, and in investigations happening with too big of sums of money to get moved in and out of crypto is also a concern. So that's just one step you can take. I will be shooting another video about this, talking about the more depth of what you can do to protect yourself. There are ways to still stay anonymous with cryptocurrency. You just got to really watch. And if you notice on my channels, I don't show wallet addresses anymore. I don't really show anything going on with my stuff, and there's a lot of good reason for it. But anyways, that's all I got for you guys in this video. If you like what we're doing here and it's your first time to the channel, take a second, click the subscribe button, click the bell notification, click the like button, all the fun stuff. It matters, guys. It matters so much, and we really appreciate you and we love you. So just take a second and give us some support. It helps with the algorithms and the YouTube game, and that will help us show up on more news feeds and get more followers, so that there's more interaction in the comments section. There's more people in our private Discord community that you get to interact with, and everybody makes everybody better, right? That's what we're all here for. Be on the lookout for more news segments dropping on the channel very soon.